Young and Restless's spoilers of Monday, June 1 kicked off a week we called it but we greeted the Abbotts, with Tracy Mary Brad on January 11, 1991, Kay and Dina sabotaging Jill and Nicky hides his addiction. Highlights of the youth and the relentless vandals. From the moment Tracy, Beth Maitland, to Genova, she smiled bravely through tears. She lost Daniel, Michael Damian, she lost Tim, and she even thought that she had lost Brad, Dawn Diamont, for her younger sister, Ashley, Brenda Epperson. But today, everything revolves around Tracy. She and Brad were finally getting married, and this time she would smile through tears of joy. That's until Brad cheated on her, and there was a miscarriage and, some soap. Kay, Jean Cooper, and Dina, Marla Adams, disagree that John, Jerry Douglas, is married to Jill, Jess Walton. And even if no one was able to properly throw stones, Kay killed her husband and Dina abandoned her children, they were on the hunt for even more dirt on Jill. Oh, come on. Now it's not an open book? Everyone knew how horrible Jill was. Especially because she doesn't have the right to live it, unlike some people. What do they think they will find? Nicky, Melody Thomas Scott, has a back injury and is addicted to painkillers and alcohol, even though a few years ago, she gave Kay a tough conversation with the same routine, doing what I said, not what I do. But Nicky is a private drinker. When Tracy and Brad exchanged vows and radiated happiness, she sneakily searched for more alcohol, and games of chance that no one noticed. Now Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, is no longer obsessed with Lauren, Tracy Bregman, her sister's turn, and Sarah's turn. And Sarah doesn't play. She underwent plastic surgery to look like Lauren and defend her character. Michael, Christian J. LeBlanc, thinks his wife is losing her mind. But now, he and his best friend, Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, are rushing to rescue Lauren. Except that she was not alone. Lauren is handcuffed to Kevin's girlfriend, Greg Ricart, Jana, Emilio Borders Brian, and he also comes to the rescue. Not Sarah also lonely. She has granddaughter Daisy and grandson Ryder by her side. But everyone blames everyone for who the bad guy really is. Kevin shoots Sarah and wants to take off, but Lauren begs her to warn Michael and Phyllis. Sarah appears again and chases after Lauren, while Daisy holds Kevin and Jana at the gunfight. Truth. Jack, Peter Bergman, thinks that Emily, Stacey Hayduke, is really his ex-wife, Patty. He thought this because Patty had plastic surgery and pretended to be her doctor, Emily. The plastic surgeons in Genoa are really doing a good job. Emily denied. Jack is not sold. And he has Patty's diary to prove it. Airlines. While Daniel defends Daisy, claiming that she's not bad, his brother Ryder, Wilson Bethel, is the one behind it all. Amber, Adrienne Franz, would rather discuss why Daniel jumped into bed with Daisy when Amber is gone. Can it not wait until people are no longer held hostage? Tracy, Beth Maitland, faces an uncertain future on her big day. She's marrying the love of her life, but it's not quite a fantasy life. Getting there was a struggle and it's not going to get any easier. Ashley may be the maid of honor, but that doesn't mean Tracy will want her around, especially after catching her sis in the living room hugging Brad. Nope, not a good look, and Tracy will not be pleased. Nevertheless, Ash will don her outfit and be the first down the aisle. She's showing her sister some serious support even if she only has eyes for the groom. Ashley is the best man's lady, but that won't stop her from making googly eyes Brad's way. It'll be Mamie, Veronica Red, who helps Tracy get ready. Oh sure, Dina's, Marla Adams, in town for the big day, but she's never really mothered her youngest child. Tracy's better off with her nanny and almost everyone knows that. Despite it all,
Tracy and Brad will wed. They'll say their I do's and dance the night away at their reception. It's an evening of romance for the sort of happy couple who look forward to an okay future. Tracy's a woman in love and Brad thinks she's great. CBS The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers for Friday, May 29. Find that we have learned from the final episode of Villains Week that there's never a downside to having a double storyline. It's a time-tested idea that proved itself long before this episode aired on April 27, 2010. The trick is how to explain it. For many, it comes down to plastic surgery, a mask, clone, or some other science fiction type of plotting to explain it away, but we buy into it because we want to. It's hard to resist and it's fun cheering on the bad guys to be found out and brought to justice, for everyone can sleep better at night. CBS The Young and the Restless spoilers throwback for May 29. Follow the clues. Kevin Fisher, Greg Ricart, is searching for Jana Hawks, Emily O'Brien, and his efforts lead him to the jail where Ryder Callahan, Wilson Bethel, is held to try and convince him to talk. Ryder had resisted Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc's best efforts to open up, so Michael calls his brother to help. Kevin's arrival surprises Ryder as he's the only person to ever show Ryder compassion, but he manages to keep silent through most of their discussion. In fact, Ryder actually encourages Kevin that things will work out after Kevin lamented how he didn't have anybody in his life. This shows how much Ryder cares about him, but he doesn't go far enough to give names or places. Kevin even tells Ryder that he'll protect him from whomever he's scared of, but Ryder remains silent. When Kevin leaves and comes back, Ryder is gone as someone has bailed him out. CBS The Young and the Restless spoilers throwback for May 29. Double It. Lauren Fenmore, Tracy Bregman's double, has run everyone rampant, but especially Michael. He's noted several times how Lauren's been acting strange, but he wasn't able to put two and two together, and Jana are now being held at the abandoned zoo. CBS The Young and the Restless spoilers have faith Michael will rescue them, especially since this episode has been dubbed as he and Lauren come face to face with her double. CBS The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers is asking if anyone remember the classic Sheila Carter, played by Kimberlyn Brown? She is making a comeback on today's episode. As Y&R producers play another classic during the filming hiatus, viewers are taken back to December 15, 2005. To say that 2005 was a rough year for Lauren Fenmore, Tracy Bregman, is an understatement. Will she make it out alive with Sheila's evil wrath overtaking Genoa City? Spoiler alert from the future, yes, she does. Sheila is out for blood. After all, it was completely Lauren's fault that she had lost Scott Granger, Peter Barton, and Scotty Granger, Blair Redford, even though, they were Lauren's husband and son. Obviously, in true Sheila fashion, she needed revenge. How would she get that? In the form of murder, of course. Sheila concocted a brilliant plan to kill Lauren on her honeymoon with Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc. CBS The Young and the Restless spoilers, does Lauren make it out alive? The plan was devious and elaborate. Sheila was going to take out everyone involved by blowing up the yacht that they were enjoying a beautiful afternoon sail on. Michael's loving stepfather Tom Fisher, Roscoe Bourne, was in on the hunt. Unfortunately for Tom, he would also go down in Sheila's twisted plan. Sheila had decided that she would also kill Tom and frame him for the villainous murder plot. So, he had a change of heart, thank goodness. Spoiler alert, Tom was still the worst. Meanwhile, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, are having affairs on each other to prove to the rest of Genoa City that romance isn't dead. Despite all of the drama, Victoria Newman is starting to hit it off with JT Hellstrom. CBS The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers finds that on Wednesday, May 27, Y&R producers took viewers back to an episode that originally aired on October 10, 2003. If there's been anything long-time Y&R lovers have learned during this time of a filming hiatus and reruns, it's that our favorite Genoa City residents weren't always so mellow-minded and easy to love. As we watch the Y&R classic today, Kevin Fisher, played by Greg Ricart, reminds us that he used to be quite the villain 17 years ago. In present-day Genoa City, everything is going swimmingly. Kevin Fisher has found his way into the arms of his beautiful wife Chloe Mitchell, Elizabeth Hendrickson, and he is now a loving father as well. Despite this, he wasn't always well loved. In fact, he was a villain, and so was Chloe, but that's a tale for another day. When Kevin first came to Genoa City, he hit it off with Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil. She was underage when they first engaged in a sexual relationship, and he christened their romance by giving her a sexually transmitted infection. CBS The Young and the Restless spoilers, Kevin Fisher's homicidal side. Naturally, Lily's best friend, Colleen Carlton, Lindsay Fonseca, did not respond to the statutory rape and STI lightly. In fact, she passionately told Kevin that he was scum. Kevin plotted her murder because he couldn't have anybody tarnishing his already hated bad boy image. He chose a flawless homicide plot by locking her in a freezer and lighting a fire. Despite his best efforts, the murder failed. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, are enjoying another family fight at the Arts Council Gala. Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, puts an end to their bickering, even though Y&R lovers know that the feud will continue on for several more years. 17 years down the road, and we have all learned to love Greg Ricart both on screen, as Kevin Fisher, and off-screen, as loving husband and father. All around a great guy, but it was great to see how far Kevin has come in Genoa City. What did you think of today's episode?